What's up, y'all? It's your girl Queen P, and I am back with another video. Y'all see me in my bathing suit because I'm getting ready to go to the pool, but I just felt like I need to make this video for my people in my little gang here. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about trucking negativity. And we're just going to be talking about negativity as a whole. Like, I really want to get this off my chest because I feel like I could talk to y'all about this, or I need to talk to some people. Somebody need to hear this today. So without further ado, we're going to hop straight into this video. Okay, you guys, so I want to talk about trucking negativity first. Like, I feel like I need to get this off my chest first. There are going to be people who tell you, or even try to tell you, that you shouldn't do trucking. They're going to come to you and they're going to try to give you X, Y, and Z of why you shouldn't be trying to be a truck driver. And I'm going to just say this. You can't listen to how somebody else feel about what you're trying to do. Matter of fact, don't even tell people what you're trying to do. They're not going to understand why you want to get into whatever you want to do. And if they've done it before and they did not succeed, they're going to try to tell you why it isn't good for you or why you shouldn't do it. I feel like that's one of the biggest reasons why people do not do a lot of things that they probably should be doing. Like, maybe if you step out on faith, you probably will succeed. Just because they didn't doesn't mean that you won't, you know? So I feel like people try to project their feelings off on others a lot. And you just can't go by how somebody else didn't succeed in something. I'm not going to succeed either because they didn't. Like, that's just not how it works. You know, like, so many people kept telling me, like, oh, you're going to get fat. You know, you eventually it's going to take a toll on your body, and it's just not good for you as a whole. And I'm going to say one thing about that. When I first got into trucking, I was thick already, you know, like I was thick. But when I got fat, because I did get fat, I got fat. I was 240 pounds at a point in time, and I was labeled as obese. That's huge. And now that I look at myself now and then look at my old photos, I'd be like, wow, who is that? Who is that? Like, yes, I really got fat in trucking, really fat. I was eating Subway, the big long sandwiches with a side of chips and an Arizona energy drink every day. Every day I was on the road, that's what I ate. And on top of snacking, on top of eating chips and dip in the bed, like all type of stuff. And what I'm gonna say about that is on you if you get fat. That is on you if you get fat. Because it's up to you what you put in your mouth every day. It's up to you what you feed your brain every day. Everything is up to you. So don't blame trucking for what's going on in your life. Like, you have to really take ownership. I would have never gotten fat if I didn't eat them fat, long sandwiches every day. If I didn't eat chips and dip in the bed every day when I was done driving at nighttime. Or drinking them sugar drinks every day. Sugar and carbs, that's all you doing. What you doing with that? You're not even supposed to eat a lot of carbs unless you're working out. It just don't work like that. Like, you have to really be mindful of what you're doing to yourself. You know, you can't blame it on, oh, trucking did that to me. No, it didn't. It did that to you because you allowed it to do it to you. Like, everything, you have to take accountability in whatever field you decide to be in. Like, me being fat is because of my choices. So once I started making better choices, I realized how much food wasn't against me. I was against myself and how I was eating and how I did not work out, how I didn't just put any effort into getting up and stretching, like all that type of stuff. Yes, if you don't get up and stretch your bones, if you don't take a break, you know, you want to be a superpower driver who don't want to pull over for a second and stretch your bones, walk around for a second. Yes, it's just like a desk job. Just like a desk job. It's the same thing. You're sitting down, right? Work your bones. Like, you have to stretch. Like, be a happy person. Be positive about things so good things can come back and happen to you. You know, like, people have different outlooks on trucking, and it's why? Because everybody doesn't have the same experience. Trucking is not for everybody. It's not going to be for everybody. Like, if you're the person who needs interaction from different people all the time, or if you're somebody who likes to go out with your friends all the time, if you're somebody who feels like you're going to be missing out on things a lot, trucking isn't for you. Why? Because trucking requires somebody who likes to be alone, somebody who really want to get money, who really want to change their situation. It's not for somebody who feel like they're missing out on things or want to be around people all the time. Or if you can't be alone, it's just not for you. Like, you have to really pick your lane, you know, and trucking will help you realize that. If it ain't for you, it's not for you. Don't try to force it. Nothing. Move on. And that's what you should do in everything in life. But you can't say something isn't for you unless you really try and put your effort into it, you know? Like, negative energy is very toxic. I hate it so much, you know? And that's why I kind of believe in being private about a lot of things that you want to do for your life. Like, just do it and surprise people, you know? And if you fail at something, take your L and still just keep moving with life. It doesn't mean that it's a horrible thing. It just wasn't for you. You know, like, trucking is not all butterflies and beauty. It's some ugly stuff about trucking. And I'm getting to that because I feel like in trucking, yeah, it's some sideways in it. Just like working in the corporate office. It's all sideways in there. You know, it's a lot of sideways things going on in there all the time. All the time. It's just always going to be something you don't like about a business. You're never going to be 100% about something. Especially just when it comes to anything. Like, it's always going to be the negatives and the positives. But if the positives outweigh the negatives, then you're where you're supposed to be. So don't let nobody tell you that you're not supposed to be there. They don't know what's for you. Only you can see your vision. Only you know what you're trying to do, you know? So back to the ugliness of trucking. Don't nobody care about you in this trucking business. They don't. Everybody's trying to get money. Everybody in business is trying to get money. Everybody is trying to succeed. Don't let that pull you away from being in trucking, okay? They don't care about you. Cool. Care about yourself. Love yourself and know you're in this for a reason. The good thing about dealing with people with bad energy in trucking, or, you know what I'm saying, you didn't like your experience at a shipper, okay? We ain't about to dwell on that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I dropped this load off, got my paperwork, and I'm out. That's the good thing about trucking. You don't have to stay around the negative energy. You could leave. Do your work and leave. You don't have to stay in the same building with these negative people. You have to have an interaction with them for 20 minutes. 20 minutes, maybe an hour, however long you got to stay there to get that load unloaded. Or if you're doing a drop and hook, that's even better. That's even better. You drop it and hook in and you out. Who cares about the attitude? I don't care. I just don't. Like, once you reach that level of your life, any negativity, you ain't got time for it. I don't have time for it, so I don't entertain anything negative. Whatever. Whatever. Get your money. Get your money and go. That's one thing I really love about trucking. I don't have to deal with you 24 hours out the day. Or even 8 hours. I don't have to deal with you. I deal with you for a moment and I'm on to the next. I'm on to the next state. I'm on to the next whatever job I'm on to the next. I just want to come on here and just let you guys know that you can't let somebody else's experience determine your experience. There's a lot. People lie all the time. People lie all the time. All the time. What does that have to do with where you're trying to go? People will try to tell you like, oh, trucking is lies and it put me in debt. Oh, there's no money in trucking. You're going to hear a whole bunch of stuff. And you have to really sit back and ask yourself, well, what did that person do to be in the shoes that they are in? Because in trucking, yeah, you're going to feel like it's no money in it if you're not good at managing your money. If you're not good at managing your money, it's going to feel like nothing to you. For me, I don't have any kids. You know, it's just me and my dog. So the money I make a week is freaking amazing for me. Now, for somebody who has 6 kids and you have a wife and you have a home, you have 4 car notes, okay, Maybe trucking won't seem like nothing for you, but for me, I am happy. I am happy because I chose to be happy, and I chose to take my situation and make it better for me. I know what I'm in trucking for. I know what I'm doing it for. I know my end game. I know everything. I have planned all of this out. So that's what I'm saying. Don't just hop into something without a plan. Always have a plan. If you don't want to be in trucking forever, you don't. There's people, I've watched people on YouTube that came into trucking, had so much support in trucking. They did what they had to do and left. That's it. Don't venture off to what you need to do next. Don't dwell on things. Be happy and just keep going. Keep going and know that you have a reason. And let all that naysay go in one ear and out the other. You know, because you never know why somebody ended up how they ended up in trucking. You know, but the first thing they want to do is be negative. And I'm just not for the negativity. I don't care about it. Okay, you don't like me, get off my channel. Like, it's just that simple with everything in life. Don't let it determine where you are in life and what you're trying to do. Get into trucking and get this money. Because, yeah, you're always not going to like something. Okay? And I keep stressing that that's the good thing about trucking. You don't have to deal with these people all day. Drop that load off and go. That's it. Go. Just do what you plan to do, y'all. And yeah, this is just a short video. I wanted to just come on here and tell y'all that because I feel like it'd be a lot of negativity and people be feeling like you coming on here and you spreading lies about trucking. I'm not. This is my experience. If you don't like it, don't keep on with it. Keep going. Find what you like. Find what you like. And that's one thing about me is I ride my own wave. I don't ride nobody else's wave. I do me. I do me. This is what I have going on. This is my truth. This is me giving my positive energy out into the world and hoping everybody that's meant to find it finds it. And that's just it. That's it, y'all. That's all you can do. You can't help people who don't want to help themselves. So don't focus on that. Focus on you. Focus on you. At the end of the day. Okay, y'all, that's a word. So like I always say, I will always try to bring y'all the best content, but I will always be myself all day, every day. All right, y'all. Bye.
Cooking soul.